Hello everybody, welcome to my first video. This is going to be the first in a series looking at the personal story of Guild Wars 2. This video series is going to be primarily aimed at new players, but existing players may find this useful to watch through, as I am going to be showing all of the changes to the new player experience. I am starting with a brand new account, and I aim to cover all activities that you can currently do within the game. This includes the personal story, general leveling, killing monsters and so on, crafting, dungeons, gathering, and I'm also going to cover some of the jumping puzzles as we go throughout the series. If you have any comments or there's anything that you'd like me to cover in my videos, leave me a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. When you log into the game for the first time, the first thing that you're going to have to do is pick a server where you're going to play from. There are two options available. You can either choose an American server or a European server, but there is just one thing to take into consideration. If you select an American server, you won't be able to guest on an EU server, and vice versa. So the best thing to do is just try and find out where all of your friends who are playing Guild Wars 2 are, which server they're playing on, and go for that one. If you don't have any friends that are currently playing the game, then just go for whichever area is closest to yourself. I've gone for an American server, Blackgate, but that's just because I already have an account on an EU server. You can guest in between each server within the different regions, you just can't swap from, say, EU to America, unless you want to transfer, but that's going to cost you gems. So I'm on Blackgate. Once you've picked your server, the next thing to do is to go on to create your character. So the character selection screen, as you can see, the first option that we have available is to choose a race. There are 5 races to choose from. We have Sylvari, which are plant-like creatures. You have Azura, which are little elf type things that are very intelligent and at the same time very highly strung. We have Norns, which are big towering hunters. We have humans, and we have Chars, which are big cat-like creatures. Each different race has its own starting area, so based on which character or which race you pick, that's going to define where you start off. You can always move about and go and visit all of the other races, other racial starting areas, but for the time being, or at least for now, this Let's Play series, I'm going to go for a Norn. Once you've selected your race, you can then choose between a male or a female character. It's completely up to you guys which one you go for. There's no difference between male or female other than the way that they look. I'm going to go for male. And then the next thing, probably one of the most important things when you're creating a character, is to decide which profession you want to be. So there are 8 professions available, and they can be broken down into different armor types, which kind of define the play style. So first of all, we have light armor classes, which include elementalists, necromancers and mesmers. Then we have medium armor class characters, which are rangers, thieves and engineers. And then we have the heavy armor class, which are warriors and guardians. So for the Let's Play, I'm going to go for a warrior. And then we can go on to customize our character's appearance. So there's a lot of different customization options available here, so it's worth spending a bit of time just getting your character as you want it to be. You can change the height, define the character's physique. You can apply tattoos to the character's body. I'm not really bothered too much what I go for, how my character looks, so I'm just going to go through here and pick anything just to give you an idea of what you can select. So once you've picked the body features, you can go on to select head options, so you can change the character's face, how it looks, give it a different hairstyle if you want to, change the hair colour, facial hair, however you want that to be, if you want any at all. There's quite a few to pick from. Big moustache. And then you can go on to define face details, so you've got a lot of control on how you want the eyes to be, change the colour, change the size and so on. Nose definition, mouth definition, chin and jawline. And then the final option that we've got here is armour dyes. So this is the colour of your starting armour. As you go through the game, you will unlock additional dyes that you can apply to your character at any point after level 6. So what you pick here is really only going to be for a short period of time, because you're going to collect armour as drops as you go through the game. You can also buy it from the trading post. So the rest of the options that we have are really going to affect how our personal story goes. So the first question that we have, I wear one of the following items below on the battlefield, and because of this I'm recognised and given the proper respect. So we've got a Spangen helm, a gala, or no helm at all, and I'm going to go for no helm at all. Then we have trouble may follow me, but I use my either charm, dignity, or ferocity to overcome it. I'll go for ferocity. And then my most important quality is that I have the necessary strength to defeat ancient foes, cunning to protect the spirits, or intuition to guard the mists, and I'm going to go for strength to defeat ancient foes. At a recent celebratory moot held in Holbreck, I either blacked out, got into a fight, or lost an heirloom, and I'm going to go for got into a fight, as it seems kind of fitting for a warrior. So the final one that we've got, when I was still a kid I had a vision, a spirit of the wild spoke to me and offered its guardianship. That spirit was either a bear, a snow leopard, a wolf, or a raven, and I'm going to go for bear. So the final thing is to name our character, and I'm going to call this one Tarquin the Fierce. So as soon as I click next, we're going to get a cutscene introducing us to our character, and it will ultimately take us on to our first mission, so I'm just going to leave you to watch this.
I am Norn, hunter of the wild, born of the free and rugged Shiverpeak Mountains. In the far north, my people fought our greatest enemy, Jorman, the dragon of frost and snow. The dragon broke our pride, but it did not break our spirit. In our last hour, we heard the voices of 4 of the spirits of the wild: Bear, Raven, Snow Leopard, Wolf. They called us south, away from certain annihilation. We founded the Great Lodge of Holbreck and claimed new hunting grounds. Some say we should not fight Jorman. I say the greatest risk is to wager nothing at all. One day a hero will lead us home, and we will break the dragon's icy grip. I was born in the fire of combat. My spirit has been forged and tempered like steel. Like my ancestors before me, I seek glory. One day, I will take my place among the heroes of the Norn. My strength is a gift from the spirits of the wild. With it, I can hold back the tide. I can move mountains. I can overcome anything that stands in my way. I am still untested, but already, my deeds have earned me friendship and great respect. Each year, a great hunt is called in Holbreck. Only the best among us are invited to participate. I shall use my might to collect trophies that prove my worth, then drink and boast of my victories. I accept this challenge. I relish it. Come, danger. Come, adventure. In the lodges and halls of my people, my strength will make me immortal. This is my story.
So we're now on to our first mission, the Great Hunt. And this is really just setting the scene for the start of the personal story. So as soon as you get into the game, first thing that's going to appear is a little pop-up box just explaining to you how you can navigate around the world using your keyboard and also your mouse. So to move forward, it's pretty straightforward. You use W on your keyboard to move forward, S to move backwards, D to turn right, W to turn left. You can also move around, or at least look, using your mouse. So if you drag your mouse to the right hand side, hold your right mouse button down and drag to the right hand side, turn your right, drag to the left, it will turn you left. If you're holding your right mouse button down and use A and D, it will actually strafe you left and right. So all we're going to do now is just head down to this little NPC at the bottom here and interact with them to find out what our first mission is.
Even if you don't.
Hail, hero! Are you here to take part in this year's great hunt?
Of course I am. Just tell me what needs to be done and stand clear.
Hunt down the wildest animals you can find and take trophies from your kills. Present only the finest to Ido the Tanner to prove your worth. Whoever has the best trophy and whose bravery is the greatest will be invited to join the Great Hunt. Newt Whitebear has said this season's event will be one of the most dangerous, so be ready. I've even heard the renowned Erstigulkin might attend.
I look forward to impressing them both after I've earned my place in the hunt.
Okay, so we've got to go and hunt down a Minotaur. So before we go down there and start grabbing our trophies, I just want to explain to you, or talk to you a little bit about skills and how they unlock. So you'll notice down at the bottom here we've got a skill bar, and currently we've only got one skill unlocked. The rest of them will unlock as we gain levels. So the second skill will unlock at level 2, the third one at level 4, the fourth one at 7, the fifth one at 10. Then we've got a heal skill, which is available straight away, so when you notice that your health circle in the middle here drops down, you can hit that healing skill to boost your health back up again. On the right hand side we've got utility skills, so we've got 7 which is unlocked at level 13, 8 which is unlocked at 17, 9 which is unlocked at 19. The one on the right hand side is an elite, the far right hand side is an elite skill, and that will unlock at level 31. So you can either use your keyboard to activate the skills, or you can click them with your mouse. So we're going to head down to where we've got these stars on the bottom of the map here. You can also look at the compass tool at the top right hand side to see which direction you need to be heading in, but we're just going to go down and grab ourselves a trophy. So you can jump by pressing your spacebar. You can also dodge as well, which can really save you in a lot of circumstances. You can dodge out of the way of attacks by holding a directional key down and pressing V, and as you can see that will just jump you forwards. There is a dodge tutorial which we're going to come on to looking at a little bit later, but right now we're just heading down to this Minotaur. I'm just going to hit it up by pressing 1. Just the little Minotaurs around it as well. So you'll notice that everything that you do in this game gives you XP, or at least when you kill something you get XP from it. Now that we've got our trophy, we're just going to head back over to the NPC. We're just going to go towards the star on the map. And also, talking about killing monsters, everything that you kill will give you a chunk of XP. You can boost the amount of XP that you get from kills from various different boosts in the game, such as consumables, like food that you can eat, also things like sharpening stones, and items that will just boost you 50% of your level, and we're going to look at those a little bit later on. I always find that when I'm leveling a new character, I try and use as many boosts as possible because it just allows you to unlock skills a lot quicker. This first area of the game that we're going to be in is really just to get you used to navigating, killing monsters, and ultimately getting you towards level 10 so that you can start the rest of the personal story. This is just the introductory mission. So we're now going to talk to this Tanner just here and continue with our personal story, so we're just going to press F and away we go.
Hail, Hunter. I'm the local leather worker. Ido's the name. Show me your kills, and I'll make them into trophies you'll be proud to show at the moot. Pricking, singing, and boasting. I love a good old-fashioned moot. Others save their parties for holidays, but I say every day alive's worth celebrating. Hey, Newt, look at this impressive trophy. Worthy of the great hunt, I'd say.
Indeed. You are skilled enough to defeat your prey, and wise enough to revere their spirits. You are worthy to join in this year's great hunt. By my own hand, I've brought the mighty worm Isormir. He waits above in the plateau for one such as you to challenge him. The great Erstigulkin watches over him now, waiting for the hunt to commence. When it is time, you and the others will go to the high ground, over the valley. There you will face Isormir, and claim victory, if you can.
I can, and I will. This is where my legend begins.
So let's go and slay the mighty worm. Down on the map we've got a little arrow showing us where we need to head. So we'll go up the top there and slay the worm.
Stupid thing almost took off my foot.
Hail to the finest hunters of the season.
You can talk to a lot of NPCs just by walking up to them and pressing F, and some of them have some funny and interesting things to say.
Follow me if you dare, and ready yourselves for battle.
Walk with the pack. In the eyes of Wolf, we are all brothers and sisters.
Battle with the strength of bear.
Okay, so what we're going to do whilst we're waiting for the big worm to spawn is just kill some of these little worms. They don't really take much killing. Just keep getting that XP in.
Hunters, this is your chance to actually fight there. What are you waiting for?
So once we fill the bar at the top, the worm will spawn. That's done. It looks much scarier than it is.
There's our
Let's
prey.
take it down. So that kind of attack is something that you could dodge out of the way of if you see it coming.
Garm have all the fun. Really? Let's finish him off. All
And down it goes.
Slayer of Isomir. Now return to Skyward's gate as no mere hunter, but a champion.
What a hunt! I heard about your victory. Very impressive.
Thank you. It was a hard-fought battle, and I'm proud of my part in it.
An excellent beginning to your legend, friend. You know, a lot of folks around here have problems that need solving. A slayer like you could be a big help. Putting your skills to work sharpens them, and helping others wouldn't hurt your reputation either. Think of the glory.
I will seek out these problems and solve them. Then we shall see how my legend grows.
Now that we've concluded our first mission, we're going to draw this episode to a close. In episode 2, we're going to continue to look at leveling up our characters and also getting towards starting the first main personal story mission. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you.